feel like I have not done one of these in a long time, and honestly, I haven't. But I'm glad I'm doing it now, because I want to do this little public service announcement and also a little bit of Tekken counseling for myself. All right, I'm taking no particular order. Steve, Nina, and Fong to the lab. Primarily Nina and Steve, mother and son. And also to test some things, because I've been in I wouldn't say a crisis, but just, I guess before I start, this is a therapy session. And this is again, a public service announcement for folks who are maybe feeling in a certain way about online. It's very useful training. I think you should focus on finding friends that play the game like I do. That's where most of the training comes from, because you can get positive feedback. And basically, best kind of feedback, like, as the games go on. However, let's talk about ranked a little bit. There's been a shit ton of these videos, and they kind of go in depth of how to do ranked. Let's see, I'm thinking pepper too spicy, pepper beef too spicy. Let's see, the main man, that's shit like that. They kind of glaze, well, not glaze over it. They kind of focus on how to do well. I think pepper beef too spicy did it best in saying it's just a trophy, and it is just a trophy. But regardless of that, I think training mode is gonna help answer a couple things. Because here's the thing about ranked: it's not perfect, but I still play it anyway. Cause I don't know. And I like player matches more, because basically it's more consistent, better connections. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with Steve first, because he gives us a pain in the butt. Despite being in green ranks, I feel like I've beaten orange and red rank players. But despite that, I've gotten very down on myself lately. Just of like, I do really good things against really, like I said, it's just a trophy that show, oh well, they're really high rank and have won consistently, not all the time, but I'm able to, because I'm able to think at that level, and I know that for a fact. I'm able to think at that level. I'm able to basically know the little nuance of things, but despite that, I'll still find myself losing against green ranks, being in this green rank purgatory, for a number of different reasons. And I want to focus on, let's see, I'm honestly going to focus on the moves that jail. I might as well just go through his whole list. I was going to use string cheese, which is good, but I think I will just go through all of them for each character, because I just need to, mostly because they give me the most headache. Steve, his little albatross, his peekaboo shit. Let me see. Let me just find a move that's really punishable. Let's see. Let's go with just Vanguard Rush. Let's see what that is. And let's actually, let's see the move list. 2-1-2. Alright. So let's record him doing that. 2-1-2. 2-1-2, and then what's a fast move he has? A double jab. Okay. So let's do that real quick. I love this song, by the way. Fucking Tekken Tag. 1, 2, 1. Okay. I didn't record it, and I'm a dummy. 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Make it realistic. Alright. Punishable, right? Very punishable. Alright. So, that's how it should work. Offline Tekken, honestly, No, not honestly. Offline Tekken is best Tekken. Um, I think come season 2, hopefully things are different. They make online and offline Tekken viable. Plus Lei. I'm still gonna be King Guy. But Lei's my dog. He's been my wingman, my right hand man with King and Julia and Marduk and Armor King. So I guess I can't say just him. But focus. Let's change up a few things. We're gonna test this because I wanted to do this for a long time. So this is a 5-bar connection, which honestly I feel like is a unicorn in this game. That shit does not exist. In my opinion, that shit does not exist. Unless it's just offline. Unless you're with your buds on the couch, that shit ain't happening. Or unless you live in Koreatown. Or Japan. Wherever there's a Tekken arcade located near you. Or unless you live out on the West Coast or East Coast and your shit is just godlike internet. I don't know. I live in the Midwest and I have like, Jesus, what's it, Mediacom? I don't know where it is anywhere else. But I have some of the highest internet you can possibly have. And let's see, the Blackhawk XR 500 router to boot to kind of sort out things. I still don't get 5-bar connections. And this is not to complain about, excuse me, netcode. Because Tekken 7 has pretty good netcode. Excuse me, from what I know, it's not as good as Tag 2, but not horrible. It's definitely better than a lot of games. Okay. But it has its moments where it just, ooh, sucks. Alright. So, going back to my point where I first started this video and I got sidetracked. Reason why, don't get butthurt. Just play the game the way you know how. Keep training. Keep practicing matchups. Train. Watch videos of high-level people with your character. Learn matchups. Watch other players. Play your friends. Go to competitions. This message is for not necessarily competitive people, because not everyone plays Tekken competitively. Not everyone plays fighting games competitively. People who play this game to get better. To basically, they play this game to get better, whether they compete or not. And they care more about that as opposed to just or ba, and pick a character that they actually want to learn, not a lab character. And for the people, I guess, that do that and just pick up the game and just throw the controller against the wall and still win, I gotta say, I'm coming to beat you. I gotta get through you in order to get to the people up top. I think that's the one catch-22 about ranked. It honestly doesn't matter. It's just a trophy to establish where your thinking lies. It doesn't basically describe you as a player 100%. If I had to say, it's maybe, I'd say it's half. Maybe a little less than that, because you can be a beginner and do nothing but training mode against matchups and do well. Because some people just don't play online, they just do offline, which my hats off to you. But if you do, this is for you. If you do play online, don't sweat the bullshit, because I do all the time. I did do that all the time, I still do. And I feel better now than ever before, because I just had my breakthrough. I basically, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as much. It doesn't matter hardly at all. I mean, unless you're going against someone you know, or someone you know is playing. Let me see. I'm trying to think. Yeah, unless you go against someone you know, or you know someone's playing seriously. If someone's just going ham sandwich, you got to toss it out the window. You could be a mighty ruler, a Gembu, whatever, fucking high level, and still lose against someone in green ranks or blue that just, you can predict, you could read everything. You could read someone who's going to do a jab string, and they continue to do that, and you know to duck. You get them with a read and whatnot. Your normal mind games, right? You space them to hell, but for whatever reason, they get you with a few good shots that you just didn't account for, and you thought, wow, how the hell did I get hit by that? those moments of like, Jesus, why did that hit me? And it's like, wow, I read this perfectly. I'm poking him to shit. Why would he? I'm poking him. I have plus frames. Why would he try to hit a button? And I play King. Again, everyone's like, back one is godlike. And it is godlike. But for whatever reason, sometimes it just doesn't work. It just doesn't. Because certain things you can't prepare for. And, I mean, this... Against in a real life scenario, yes, it will work because you can prepare for it and everything is in your favor. It's just you versus the other person. So, I switched the delay going back. I switched the delay to 4. All right. Still pretty decent, right? That's majority of the games I've been getting lately have been 4. Most of them. I still get some crappy ones. They don't stay, some of the ones that are crappy stay consistently, or excuse me, they don't stay consistent. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. I can punish that, right? That's 4, right? If it stays consistently there, that's okay. And that's fine. All your training works. Let's go to 3. All right? Maybe for some of you, this is about half the games you encounter. Keep in mind, this is still a punishable move. It's a little bit of delay, as is. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you see what I'm saying here? It's still a punishable move. It's still punishable. Watch this little bit of hesitation. Okay, that was a hesitating just about a second. 1. I can hesitate. I can hesitate up here. Look, I'm going to go back to 5. If you've done this before on your own, that's great. This is helping. This is for me too. Let me block all of this. I have a good 2 seconds. 1, 2. Okay, I waited about 3 seconds there. I have all day. I could go make a sandwich in that time. In Tekken time, that is an eternity of time I hesitated. Or just thought for a minute. I'm like, recognize it, see it, bam. Let's go to 3. Can't do that. I don't care how good you are. You're going to have your moments where you have a brain lapse. Sure, you might punish the majority of them sometimes, but you're going to have your moments where you fuck up like that. And in these types of situations, you're wondering, well, what the shit, huh? That's clearly punishable. Well, guess what? You're not taking online into play. And for you people who take online a little too seriously, relax, my friends. Relax. I had to tell myself this too all the time of like, and if I lose fairly, I lose fairly. That's the way it goes. You learn from your mistakes. When you lose, sometimes it really hurts when certain things don't go your way, or you're trying to find the answers. Answers lie in this. Sometimes the connection just doesn't go your way. It doesn't. Or sometimes someone just doesn't care. They're not. They don't think as much as you do, or they might. And if you get outplayed, that's just part of the game. It's gonna happen. I envy that. I look forward to that. I want to find people who outplay me, so I can ask them questions, and that's what the game is based on. And that's all fighting games. But in these type of scenarios, you just gotta take it. I mean, there's no other way besides you're just gonna have to take it on the chin. If you have a moment where you, in like any other scenario, it would work, and it just doesn't, let's go to 2. See what happens. You want to know why sometimes your movement is the best? A little bit of delay. Sometimes you're going to get caught up with it, which is sometimes why I wish I've missed certain things before. Because when you're in the middle of a match, you're usually not paying attention to that little square to the bottom right corner, because you usually focus on the game. Don't be hard on yourself if shit doesn't go your way. If you lose in any other scenario besides this, it's an experience. If you lose in a scenario like online against someone across the net, I mean, you can't even chalk that up to an experience because, I mean, are you gonna have lag in real life? No. Are you gonna play someone who's mashing in real life? Possibly. It's more likely you'll play against someone that's mashing, but in that instance, you'll be able to do things like, for instance, if you're in real life and someone's just mashing out a button, like Steve, you pop his ass in the mouth. You just pop him. Any other scenario, that's real life. Let's see. That's not real life. That's not real life. And for whatever reason, I don't know what explains it. I don't know what the hell he's playing on. But for some reason, he might have a better connection than you. I don't know why. I haven't, just for whatever reason, you know those situations where it's like, you can't do jack shit, but it seems like the other person can land everything? There you go. I feel like that's why Harada put this feature in here. And that's why I guess that's why I'm doing this right now. Makes me feel a lot better to just understand, like, I can still do shit right. I can do the shit that's supposed to be. But it just doesn't work because, one, it's not a real scenario for the most part. It's not an offline setting or a good connection. So, therefore, out of mind, right? If it's a good player and it's a good game, all that, like I said, take that as experience. If it's a close game and you lose, alright, good game, keep it moving. But if it's this, just play it off. Play it out of mind. And that person's still coming after you, then you know that something is not right in the Alamo. Something is not real. Okay? Let's do this one, just for shits and giggles. Right? Even worse, right? Because I'm sure all of you had this. And it's like, God, why me? Why did I even bother? Why did I even bother? And you know what really sucks? When it fluctuates from here to here to here, back up to here, and all the way down back to here. It's usually bouncing between, most of the time it's usually bouncing between these three. 1, 2, 3, 4, in any particular. If it stays here, that's fine. That's what I envy. If it's here, oh my God, I would love that. I wish the game would actually show the people's names like it used to. I don't know why that changed, but regardless. If shit's bouncing between here, these three, man, just, you gotta play it off. There's nothing you can do. And there's nothing you can do in that situation. You have to move on. So, that's what made me feel better. I know it's kind of simple, the explanation. Hopefully I can help somebody with this way of thinking. Just keep doing what you're doing, people. Go to practice mode, watch high-level people, train against stronger opponents, seek out people who play this game, go to tournaments, do all the things that you know are right. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself, no matter just how bad of a day you're having. If you're having a day where it's like, fuck, I'm doing everything right, but I'm still not clutching it out, or I had a close game and I lost in a scenario where it was not, and you got robbed, whatever. You're still as good as you're still as good as when you practice. You still have those abilities, it's just, it didn't go your way. Do it better next time. Be ready for a scenario like this. Hope for it. Hope for scenarios like these two. In any kind of online setting. If it's here, if you demote 5 levels because you've been stuck in here. You're stuck in games like in these 3 areas. Excuse me. what are you gonna do? Nothing, right? And you know what? If you get stuck in purgatory like me, in this yellow-green purgatory between Vindicator and Vanguard, because you run into a Steve or Nina or whoever's your fucking poison of choice, you keep getting just jail guarded. Or bridge guarded, whatever you want to call them, by people who not only play crazy, unpredictably, and have shit like this to boot. There's no preparing for shit like that, because it's not real, man. So do what you can, play the games that you are able to win when the odds are in your favor, when the odds are fair in your favor, and just have fun, enjoy your game. Alright, that's all I gotta say. Wow, I actually feel really good after saying that. I feel amazing, as a matter of fact. Let's see. Double body blow and a flicker. Need to figure out which moves are punishable. Left, right. Let's run into peekaboo. Actually, there is one actual thing I want to recommend. Let me see. Because it actually might save me some time. Let me see if I can find it. MHD. No, Tekken 7 Punishment Guide. I'm gonna actually save a little bit of time. I'm gonna recommend this. Take it back. Ah, here we go. NHD KNTV. Let's see. He's got every damn character under the sun. Tekken 7 Anti-Steve Fox Punishment Guide. This guy right here, let me see. I recommend him. Subscribe. Let me see. There you go. Let's see. That's what I use. NHD KNTV. Not a huge following, but goddamn it, he should deserve more. He saves my ass. He has brought me back from the brink. I'm feeling shitty. My God. And also for just training in general. What to practice against, what to look for. Just watch all of them again and again and again and again and again. I actually did not think about that before I started making this. I completely overlooked that. I mean, it's not like, I mean, you still have to practice, but his series of videos help so much. Because they go specifically what you need to know, instead of just like this cluster screw of just what move is what. It just goes into over 5 or 6 minutes, man, and it does. It's specifically for King, which, by God, that helps me a shit ton, because that's really the only character knowledge I need to know. But I mean, if you are King main, and that's even, I was gonna say that's even better. King's your main, like me, fuck, that's just, and he has pretty much every character, besides the ones that are coming in a couple weeks, or in a week and a half. Yeah, guess this is pretty much it. I thought I was going to end up doing a longer video, but I guess not, because I overlooked the fact of that YouTube channel. And I remember when I wanted to share, and I just had a brain lapse, but it just came back to me now. So, guys, hopefully with that, just feel better, Don't worry about. Just let me see. Don't be afraid to play ranked. Don't be afraid. It's gonna be frustrating because you want things to be fair, but they're not. It's like Harada. Don't ask him for shit. You can't ask him for shit. You can only ask and be thankful for what you get. If you get a good game, stick around. No matter who it is, no matter what rank they are, high or low, doesn't matter. Be thankful for the really good games that you get. When this name does work, it's fantastic. When it doesn't work, you can hate it, which I've had my moments where I'm like, man, fuck this game online, or fuck this game entirely because of that, because it's imprinted so hard that you need to be on a high rank in this game to be successful in tournament, which is not true entirely. You can do fantastic even if you never touch this mode in your life. That Marauder fucking tag up there, if someone tells me I'm fucking shitty or I'll never win a tournament because my rank is too low, or I play against somebody I know and they tell me my rank is low, I could give two shits, because guess what I'm gonna go? I'm gonna go to the fucking practice mode before I go to more ranks. Because where do you think I'm gonna get more help more? Playing more people who are possibly random variables, or what I know, and practice what I just practice, and research. And no matter how much research you do, you're never gonna beat someone who has faster internet than you. This is not gonna happen. So, with that in mind, don't listen to people who say it's a rank that makes all the difference. Don't worry about that. Practice against your matchups, strengthen your weaknesses, and just have fun. Alright? I'm going to chime out for now. I haven't really done videos like about Soul Calibur in a bit. Mostly because I've been struggling with my PC for a minute. And actually I haven't had really the time to. But I think I'm just going to focus more on actual playing video games and instead of reactions. I mean, I'm still going to do them when I have the time. But for now, if it takes too much time to struggle with fixing the PC or my laptop to get it to work properly, I think I'm just going to do what I can and go just work with that. So, until next time, guys. You guys take care. Have fun, henching a go-go, and I'll see you next time, okay?